The good news is that Hashim Amla is cleared to play. Everyone's seen the release regarding Dale Steyn. At the outset, Dale's case has been unique. We know that upon his return from the IPL due to shoulder discomfort, he had numerous scans done which didn't reveal anything of significance, aside from chronic, what we call inflammatory changes involving the tendons of the shoulder. He was seen by 3 of South Africa's top orthopedic specialists, shoulder specialists, and we were reassured by the expert opinions that Dale was cleared to play. His rehab and fitness regime continued at pace, and the focus was to get him up to speed for the tournament. The plan was always to get him ready for the second or third game of the World Cup. However, upon our arrival into the UK, once he started bowling, a different problem emerged, calling what we call a shoulder impingement syndrome, and he consulted with an orthopedic shoulder specialist in London a few days ago. He had an injection inserted into the problematic area, which unfortunately did not resolve the symptoms. So a decision was made to replace him. The champion bowler that Dale is, every effort was made to give him all the opportunity to recover and be ready for this tournament. With both Anrich Nortje and Vernon Philander unavailable due to injury, the selectors also allowed him the extra time to recover. But unfortunately, this was not to be. So Lungi's scan confirmed our clinical diagnosis. He's got a grade 1 strain of a muscle involved in his left hamstring. The clinical return to play picture is usually 7 to 10 days. So Craig Govender, our physiotherapist, is working hard on Lungi currently to get him ready, hopefully, for the next game. If not the next game, then probably the game against Afghanistan in Cardiff.
Yes, as I said, Ken, it's injuries is absolutely never part of what you want to do when you come to a tournament like this. I've said to you guys so many times that our X factor as a team is going to depend on how brilliant our bowling attack is. And at the moment, the hard facts is that Lungi and Dale is 2 of those players that are not on the field. We haven't had one game where we haven't had our strongest 11 playing on the field yet. So that is challenging. But unfortunately, you don't get a pass for having injuries. You're still going to make sure that your squad is strong enough. You try and plan to have backup plans for when you do have 1 or 2 injuries. Obviously, it's a little bit more than we've hoped, and that changes everything for us from a balance point of view. But we still got to get on the park and make sure, we put in performances to make, us as a team proud of it, and also our country proud of it. I said 6 games is the target. So with 7 games left, it would be great if we can start that tomorrow. We've got some. There's no easy games anymore in a World Cup. We've seen that. Bangladesh played unbelievable cricket the previous game. So just now watching Afghanistan, looks like they're turning over Sri Lanka as well. So you got to be on top of your game, and I think we need to obviously try and start that tomorrow. 6 games is still the overall goal. It's really important at a time like this. Obviously, like you're saying, a lot is happening. There's a lot of injuries. 0 from 2. So, for myself, it's really important to stay strong. It's the team will feed off my energy, and they will look up to the leadership group in the team. But I'm obviously at the top of that. So it's important that I stay positive, I stay strong, make sure I keep motivating the guys. The nature of this tournament. You can see there's a lot of teams that are challenging each other on any different day. So there is still hope for us. We've got a lot of cricket left. Before we got here, it was 6 games is almost like the par of what you want to try and get. So for now, it's me really staying strong and positive and making sure that the team feeds off that. Naturally, guys will have a little bit of confidence that's been chipped away. That's normal. That's part of being human. But it's just making sure that we keep strong, keep fighting, and stay true to ourselves as a team and a culture. It's whether it's winning or losing, we've got the main thing is getting to the semi-finals, and we haven't started well. So for me, it's like I said after the previous batch to you, it's purely just our skills needs to be upgraded. It's nothing else. if we can deliver our skills, then we will be in good positions. We will win games of cricket, but at the moment we haven't been there. So hopefully it's just a case of us getting better every game, and if that's the case, then great. Then we will start playing better cricket. There's a lot of other things haunting me at the moment. I don't know the context of that. What was said in that article? I think it was mentioned in the IPL. So yeah, for me to comment on that, not sure what the context was. But I mean, Virat is a great player. Virat, whether you say something bad into the media or to him, or you say something good, he's still going to rock up a good play at the match. So I don't think that makes too much of a difference. Previously, the two previous games, statistically, when you play at the Oval, the stats are quite in favour of bowling first. Starting at 10:30, that's generally the thinking. And as I said, the previous game, there was a lot of discussion regarding the toss. Actually, I hoped that I could lose the toss. It was that unsure, but that didn't happen. So obviously, looking back on it now, when you're playing on a used pitch and a team gets a score, then obviously you'll change that decision straight away. But I don't think there's any trend. I think most of the guys think because it's a 10:30 start, there might be something in that first hour, but there's not. We haven't discussed it saying that we have to bowl first or have to bat first. I literally look at the wicket, and then we've got a lot of guys in our dressing room that's played a lot of cricket, county cricket, coached in county cricket. So, our coach was with England for 4 or 5 years, so you tap into his knowledge on conditions. I ask him a lot of questions when I'm not sure, and then rely on guys that are more sure than me on the day because you trust them being here more than me. Yeah, I think we'll have to relook at that now. There's only 14 players to pick from now, so there's not a lot of options in terms of a bowling attack. You decide if you want to go with all your all-rounders in one team and have a long batting lineup, and as you say, probably change your game plan a little bit and bat up until 9, and hopefully you can get a big score or chase anything because you have a lot of batting. All the all the two spinners. Obviously, this ground will, I don't think that spinners played that big a role, but still, Sharma is an attacking bowler for us. So those are the two options we're weighing up, and as I said, there's not much other options.